Welcome back, friends. Today I want to share with you a new blank that Fishhead Custom Lures has recently added to their lineup. It's a thin fin based off the old original thin fin, I'm sure. The original thin fin's been around for decades. I can remember those when I was a young kid. And I'm really excited to get a few of these painted yet this year and see how they're going to fish this summer. Fishhead Custom Lures does have these available in two different sizes, a 3.1 inch and this is a 2.7 inch. This is the small one. So today I'm just going to put a simple golden shiner pattern on here, and let's get started. I have one that I've already taped the bill off, and it has a white base coat on it, so we'll get started with this one. So the first thing I want to do is add a little bit of pearlized white from Createx into the airbrush. Just about 3 or 4 drops. I'm going to start on the belly. Come up the sides. Just give the whole thing a coat like that. I'm going to heat set this just real quick. The next color I want to add to the airbrush is a pearlized pineapple from Createx. And I'm going to start at the top and work my way down the sides. These blanks don't really have a lateral line, but they do kind of have this shoulder on them. So I'm going to come down just past that shoulder with this pearlized pineapple. Like that. Rinse the airbrush out. Now I'm going to add a little wicked gold into the airbrush. And I'm going to cover everything that we just painted with the pearl pineapple with the wicked gold. And again, just if you've been watching some of my videos, all I'm trying to do here is just build some depth of color, add a little bit of realism to this paint, to this bait. I'm going to heat set this now and give it another coat of gold. Okay, heat set again. Okay, so I have it heat set. I've rinsed the airbrush out. I have added some transparent dark brown from Createx into the brush. Now, I want to wrap it with some of our scale mesh. Put a little scale pattern on this bait. I had a question in the comments section on a video or two back. Somebody asked me what kind of paint I like to use. And I really kind of do like the Createx paint the best, I think. I also do like Tester's paint. Don't know if it makes a lot of difference to me, but I kind of got started using Createx several years ago, and I've just kind of stuck with it. Okay, so there's our scale mesh. Now with our transparent dark brown, oops, we need to get this a little tighter. Needs to be tight. There we go. Now we'll take our transparent dark brown, start at the top. We're going to shoot paint darker at the top, lighter as we come down the sides. We want to come down at least past all of our gold. Get a little bit on our white belly. Like that. We'll heat set real quick. Go ahead and take our mesh fabric off here. There's our scale pattern. So now, while we still have a little bit of this transparent brown in the brush, I want to just darken up the spine of this bait. Just a little bit. Like that. Now I'm going to heat set, rinse the airbrush out real good, and I'll be back. Okay, so I have the bait heat set. I've rinsed the airbrush out, and I've added some opaque red into the airbrush. And these blanks don't have a recess for a 3D eye, so we're going to paint an eye on here. And I have one of these sophisticated stencils that I make, piece of paper with a hole punched in it. I'm going to line it up over this eye. And I've actually made this a little bigger. The hole's actually a little bigger than the eye itself, which is what I want. I'm going to kind of line it up. Real light pressure on my red. And I'm just going to paint that eye. Like that. I'll heat set real quick, turn it over, and do the other side. heat set again. Okay, so I have it heat set again. I've rinsed the airbrush out, and I've added some opaque black into the airbrush. And I have another stencil. It's the same thing, only I've punched a little smaller hole in it. And I'm going to just line it up on the center of my eye. And one way that kind of helps me do that is to take an ink pen and mark the center of the eye with just a little dot. And then I can take my stencil, line it up so my ink mark is kind of right in the middle of my stencil. Take my opaque black, just kind of paint my eyeball there, like that. I'm going to heat set. Now I'll turn it over and do the other side. Get it lined up. Paint my eyeball. And I'll heat set again. Now I'm going to take a little opaque black, just kind of get this little bit of this throat in front of this lip. Come up the sides just a little bit here on the nose. Just darken it a little. Like that. And there you have it. A thin fin with a golden shiner pattern. I'm really excited to fish these, see how they do. I've really liked the thin fin, but I actually haven't bought any crankbaits since I started painting my own, so I'm excited to have a source for thin fins. That's cool. Thanks for watching. Happy painting, happy fishing. Remember, spring's coming. It's getting time to get some baits painted. If you get anything at all out of these videos, please subscribe. Thank you.